Thing to do with graph. So enough of graph. Let's go something a bit relaxed a bit. Okay, first one. They want us to find the value of k. So in order for me to find the value of k, I think you know in a function, this is the one that determines the value of k. We know the x minus 2 can never be equal to a 0. Why? When it's equal to 0, I cannot solve the equation. It cannot be equal to a 0 because you know one thing very clearly. Any number over 0 will give you what is called max error. It gives you max error for this point of time. When you go higher level, this max error is actually called infinite. But for the moment, for you, it's actually assumed as no solution. I cannot get an answer if the x at the bottom or the value at the bottom is 0. So what does this conclude for me, sir? So this actually tells me that x minus 2 cannot be equal to a 0. So when I move the 2 to the other side, it becomes x cannot be equal to 2. And when I do a simple comparison, I will get the value for k. Ziheng, what is the value for k?
K is F.
Compare x. X not equal, not equal. So what is k?
Not equal to.
Again. You see x, you see x, you see not equal, you see not equal, you see k, you see 2. So what do you think k should be now? J.
2.
Finish lah. That's all. That's how I got the value for k. 2. Any problem? Yunji okay? Alright, Amaris okay?
Okay.
Okay, good. Now, this is how we get the value. I need to show the working. So that's the reason why I need to do this. But in very fast, I know the answer bottom cannot be 0. So 2 minus 2 will be 0. So I know the k. That's without working. But you have to show the working. So you have to do this. Okay, let's go for the B, the Roman 3-2 now. They want me to find f squared. You know the f squared is exactly f(x) under the subtopic called composite function. And when I'm doing a composite function, I always start with the first alphabet. So my first alphabet here is 6x over x minus 2. All right? Next step, my second alphabet, which is f, I will take this and I substitute that into the x. Any question? So when I do that, the top one would become 6x over x minus 2. The bottom one also will become 6x over x minus 2 minus 2. Check this part of the working first. Any technicality you don't understand, you can ask. Yunji, any part not sure? Yunji ask, huh? Yunji, are you there? Why your facial? Your facial expression changes whenever I call your name? Scared, sir. Alarmed. Okay. Okay. Now let's go next step. We multiply in. So this is actually 6 over 1. So when you multiply, you're going to get 36x over x minus 2. Okay. Mathematically, this is the denominator is 1. Do you agree with me, students? So if I'm going to make the denominator to be same, I'm going to cross multiply the easiest way. Multiply the bottom, then you just cross multiply it. So when I do that, I am going to get the bottom is x minus 2 the top will become 6x, 2x minus 2. Any problem? Check and see. You have a doubt, you're not sure, ask. And if you notice something very clearly, both of them, the top and the bottom, are sharing the same denominator. So what's the advantage for me? I can actually cancel this off. So the top one stays 36x. The bottom one will be 6x minus 2x plus 4. How did I get this? I expand this bracket. So I will get 36x over 4x plus 4. Check step by step. Any technical part not sure, you can ask. Because after that, I'm going to go some maths inside here. Okay. Now, any question for these few steps that I've gone through? Okay, check. I label it 1, 2, 3. All right. 4, 5. Any problem? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ask. Check through one by one. How many marks, sir? The first one was 1 mark. Roman 2 is 3 marks. Roman 3 is 2 marks. So you total it up, 6 marks there, Zihek. Okay, now I'm going to take it off. I'm going to erase this off. Okay, stop me. Any problem? No, no, why? I need to simplify. So I'm going to simplify this. I'm still on Roman 2. You see, we already got the answer for this as 36x over 4x plus 4. But one thing obviously can be seen very clearly. 36 and 4 are multiples of 4. Do you agree with me, students? So what I did was, to make it look easier, I divide this with 4. I divide everything here with 4. So when I do this, I am going to get 9x over x plus 1. One option. Another option that you can do is, I call it factorization. You take the 4 out. You will still get back the same answer. And I saw there's an x at the bottom. So whenever there is an x at the bottom, you need to add this remark. Ashton, what is the value of x which is not allowed for this one? According to your observation, what is the value of x which is not allowed? I remember telling you the bottom one can never be equal to what, Ashton?
0.
So the x plus 1, if it cannot be equal to a 0, what is the value of x which is not allowed?
0.
I come there, I zero. One move to the other side will become negative
-1.
Ashton, what happened? So I'm preparing for Deepavali also, sir. Esther, Raf also got science, right?
Yes.
Okay. Raf, Mark. Okay. Yunji, any problem? Okay, good. Yunji. Any technicality? Not sure. Okay. Let's go next one. Okay. Roman 3. I've done all this with you, but I'm refreshing back the certain things. Roman 3. You know this very well. What do you call this, Crystal? What is the name for this?
Reverse function.
Inverse function, not reverse. I like the way she said that, because I kept telling the theory it's reverse, inverse function. Good, Crystal. It is called inverse function. So how do I find inverse function? The process starts with the keyword called let fx equal to y. So 6x over x minus 2 equal to y. Bring it up. So it becomes 6x equal to y bracket x minus 2. Okay. Expand the bracket. Because we are supposed to make, when you want to find inverse, just take note, you are supposed to make x the subject. So when I expand, I'm going to get xy minus 2y 6x. Since I need to make x the subject, I move all the x to one side, the non-x to the other side. So this is going to be 2y xy minus 6x. Any question? Factorization, I take the x out. And when I move the y whole thing to the other side, my answer for x is now going to be 2y over y minus 6. You sure any problem?
No, sir.
Okay. Check the working again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Any technicality not sure? Any part you feel you are lost, you can ask. Okay. So I cannot just leave the answer this way. It's wrong. This is not how you write the inverse function. So how do I rewrite it in the form of an inverse function? The x and now will be converted to become inverse. And the y there will change to become x. And again, there is a x at the bottom right, not allowed. So Yunji, what is the value of x which is not allowed?
0.
Yunji, the bottom one, x minus 6 cannot be a 0. So what is the value of x which is not allowed? When you move the 6 to the other side, what happens, Yunji?
6.
Ah, 6. Whenever there's an x at the bottom, this thing must be present. Any problem? Ziheng, okay? Okay, good. Okay, let's go next. All right. They want us to make both of these answers to be equal. If you remember, the answer of f squared or composite just now was 9x over x plus 1. You remember? We got this answer. And the inverse answer that we just obtained, 2x over x minus 6. So they have to equal it. So I'm just going to take 9x over x plus 1 equal to 2x over x minus 6. The famous word in maths that all of us definitely know. Have you heard of this keyword called cross multiply? So that is what I am doing. 9x equal to, okay. Harsha, can you expand the left for me first? What do you get, Harsha? When you bring the 9x inside, what do you get?
Oh, I got 9x squared minus, wait, I think I got this right. 54x.
Very good. Okay, now we do the same thing for the other one. So I'm going to get 2x squared minus 2x. Okay, let's solve it. We move it to the other side. All right, so I'm going to get 9x squared minus 54x minus 2x squared plus 2x 0. So I get 7x squared minus 52x 0. Ishwar, any problem?
No, sir.
So you're going to get two answers when you press the calculator. Check and see. I think you know how to press the calculator. There are two answers for this. But I will take this. X0 is not acceptable. Any problem? Okay. Done? Okay. Let's go to this. We have done this before also. I don't know whether you still remember or not. Okay. Okay. Remember? So what I suggest all of you to do is first get for me the answer of F inverse and G inverse before we start the solution. I'm going to give you 2 minutes from now. Okay. I'm going to stop the recording because I want you to get first, then I record back again.